through a roadblock in the dead of night and into a deserted airport. This was the evacuation of Wuhan. For more than a week, British nationals had been cut off in the epicenter of the virus, as the city was effectively quarantined. They had been waiting and waiting. But when word came late on Thursday night, they had to scramble. Their way out, to home and to safety. The plane was nearly empty, though. 83 British nationals and 27 foreign nationals were on the flight, a small number in comparison to the 747's capacity. Not every British person has left. Nick House was initially told he and his British children could fly, but that his Indonesian wife probably could not.
A little bit later, they phoned us up and said, we have verbal assurances from the Chinese government that they will let your wife on the plane. But by then it was like 1 o'clock and the meeting time was 1 o'clock. And so we have no transport. There was no way for us to get to the airport. So far, we're just doing the best we can. You know, the kids are doing what they can. You know, my wife is doing what she can. We're just trying to make the best out of a pretty terrible situation, to be honest.
For those on the plane, every precaution is being taken. Sky News understands there are 3 military medics and Public Health England officials on board, but it's crewed by civilians. The medics will have a script to read out to people, letting them know to speak up if they feel unwell. And there will be a special isolation area on board. This former health secretary says flying anyone back is a bad idea if it puts more people at risk.
That one brings together people on a plane, increases the chance of their transmitting the infection from one to another, then brings them to the United Kingdom, and the transmission starts from there. So we've got to break the chain of transmission. Therefore, we must ensure there is quarantine.
The situation is still desperate and fast-moving. More than 200 people have died now from novel coronavirus, a number that keeps leaping every day. There have been no deaths outside of China, but this is now a global public health emergency.
I'm declaring a public health emergency of international concern over the global outbreak of novel coronavirus. The main reason for this declaration is not because of what is happening in China, but because of what is happening in other countries.
Here in Beijing, the city is in semi-lockdown with unofficial temperature checks, even barricades. But people are starting to come back after the New Year holidays, even if it's still pretty quiet. And more people means an increased risk of contagion and infection. The evacuation flight should land after midday UK time. Those on board will be quarantined at Arrowe Hospital in the Wirral. They'll be kept there for 2 weeks. Lockdown again, but at least closer to home. Tom Cheshire, Sky News, Beijing.